Traumatized from a life on the streets and suffering from a debilitating case of shelter shock, 1-year-old Lola assumes protection from the quiet corner of her stall.
It's all right. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Attempting to attach a leash right off the bat could cause Lola even more stress.
I'm just gonna scoot a little closer.
So Brandon takes a slow and gradual approach to their introduction.
Look at that. How did I get so close, huh? Look at, I'm not gonna hurt you. Look at that. You survived, huh? There you go. Here, I'll make you a deal. You stay right there, and I'm gonna get you out of here. That's the best deal I think you've ever been offered in your entire life.
An even better deal would be finding a forever home. Luckily for Lola, one dog-loving couple is on the hunt for a furry new family member, and their hearts are set on a terrier.
Well, we live in El Segundo, a very quiet, wonderful little town.
Lots of people get out and walk their dogs, lots of activities, and lots of sunshine. So it's ideal.
And up until recently, Jean and Chris shared their idyllic home life with their 3 schnauzers, Libby, Ori, and Lucky. But the last 6 months have brought a wave of emotional new changes.
We just lost 2 of our 3 schnauzers. Lucky's our miniature schnauzer. We've had Lucky for probably 12 years, and he's always been a really good companion. So he was devastated when we lost our first dog, and even again so more the second time. It's the greatest thing in the world to get a dog from a shelter. Those animals just know. They know there's a bond there that's so special, and it's such a wonderful feeling to save that animal, and that animal ends up saving you.
But before Lola can even think about the possibility of a new home, she needs to tackle both her fear and trust issues.
I know, you're scared. Here, try this on. There. Let's go meet the pack.
Hoping the presence of other dogs will pull Lola out of her shell, Brandon introduces her to the Lucky Dog Pack.
Why are you so nervous? Don't be nervous. All right, guys, easy with this one. She's a nervous Nelly. Come here. Go make friends. Go on, you're safe here. Welcome to the Lucky Dog Ranch.
But within a matter of seconds, trouble breaks out.
One of the other dogs got into Lola's personal space and tried to play with her, and Lola instantly went into defensive mode and showed her teeth. Most likely, Lola is used to fending for herself from her time on the streets.
Hey. Be nice.
So it's no surprise that she's not very social with dogs. She probably never learned to be.
Feeling Lola needs time to adjust, Brandon gives her a few extra days to decompress. Then it's back to the training barn, this time to test Lola's knowledge of the 7 common commands. Sit, stay, down, come, off, heel, and no.
Come here. It's okay. I know. You're nervous. You like treats? There. There's my answer. I'll take that as a yes. You want to get up? Go on. You can get up there. It's okay.
I tried to lure Lola up on the training pedestal, but she wanted no part of it.
I'll help you out. Come on. Come on. You can get up. Come on. Yeah.
And the slightest attempt to assess her
Can you sit?
ends before it even begins.
Yeah. You're not ready, are you? Come here.
This dog has absolutely no confidence. She's terrified, and to make things worse, she completely shut down on me.
No interest, huh? Everything scares you. All right, you win. You're not ready, and I'm not gonna force you. Come on.
It's not uncommon for rescue dogs to need a few days to shake off shelter life and adjust to the ranch. But Lola isn't like most dogs. And although Brandon has worked tirelessly to break down her walls and earn her trust, the distance between them remains too vast to bridge.
All right, we'll go at your speed.
In lieu of training, Brandon hopes a home visit will provide some much-needed inspiration.
Not too long ago, I got an email from a couple looking to adopt a terrier. So today I'll be meeting with Jean and Chris to see if Lola could be a good match for them.
Who's this?
This is Lucky.
Hey, Lucky.
He's our little Lucky dog.
Yeah?
He's the last of our schnauzers.
So you've had other dogs besides this one?
Yeah.
We rescued 3 schnauzers about the same time, all different sizes. We lost 2 of the 3, and he was really close and very affected by the loss of the other 2.
So what are you looking for in a dog?
Because I'm in the office all day long, I really need to get myself out in the morning and at night and do a brisk walk around town. I used to take my 3 dogs all around town, and I really miss that.
What about you, Chris? What are you looking for in a dog?
Well, I do the coffee shop downtown a lot, and it's nice to have a pup to take down there.
You walk there?
Well, generally I take the car because I use a cane to get around.
When they were telling me the reasons why they want a dog, I'm listing them off one at a time, and it's just red flag after red flag. Nothing makes sense. This is not the dog for them. And then suddenly, they said a few things that made a lot of sense.
I'd like to have a dog that's very sweet, very considerate of Lucky's space and Chris's space. At least a medium size with a nice wiry coat would be great.
Everything you just described sounds like a dog that I actually have right now. Her name's Lola. She is very sweet, she's very calm, but I did hear a couple of red flags. When you like going on long walks out in public. Big problem with her right now is her social skills. She's unsure of dogs, she's unsure of new situations. The big question for me is, can I pull Lola out of her shell? I can't give you an answer to that right now.
Brandon was a little concerned about some of the issues that Lola has.
Does Lucky lie on that blanket?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Do you guys use that a lot?
Sure do.
Do you mind if I borrow that blanket for a little while?
Not at all.
I'll bring it back clean, don't worry. I'm not telling Chris and Jean why I'm borrowing their blanket. The only thing I told them is it's for Lola's training. There's no guarantee this plan is gonna work. If it doesn't, the deal might have to be off. But if it does, I think Lola's gonna have a new home.
It's been 1 week since Lola arrived at Lucky Dog Ranch. And though Brandon has worked patiently to break through her defenses, none of his conventional approaches have garnered results.
Lola has this thick, very tightly sealed shell around her, and she refuses to open up to anybody.
That means it's time to buck tradition altogether.
Right now with Lola, this is not a dog training lesson. This is a life training lesson.
And the first and most important step in that process is teaching Lola to find her confidence.
I like to call this training tool the wobbler. It's technically an off-balance table that wobbles. Once Lola learns to balance herself and utilize this wobbler to her advantage, walking around in the real world will be a breeze. As I get her up there, panic mode sets in. Lola does not know what's going on at this point and instantly breaks into retreat mode.
Just relax. Gets better.
She's wobbling back and forth, but she's standing her ground. Suddenly, the wobbling comes to a complete halt. She learned how to balance herself in this unstable situation. Over and over throughout the session, I would wobble it for her, and she would instantly learn how to stabilize it, learning how to work through the situation all on her own. This right here is probably one of the best and most powerful lessons that she'll ever learn, and we're just getting started.
Brandon tests Lola in other confining situations, like regularly socializing her with the rest of the pack. And to his delight, he discovers the makings of a new friendship.
I noticed that Lola is completely in love with Gemma. Whenever she's around Gemma, she completely opens up. She comes out of her shell, as if whatever issues she once had are completely non-existent now.
And this gives Brandon an idea.
Gemma will be my secret weapon to pull Lola out of her shell. Gemma will now become the teacher, and Lola will be her student. And we start that process with the daisy chain. The daisy chain is a simple game of follow the leader. As we walk around the yard, I'm calling Gemma only. Lola is following Gemma's lead.
Go with it, Lola. Don't fight it.
Gemma is looking to me for leadership, so I'm leading Gemma, and in turn, Lola is looking to Gemma for leadership. Gemma is leading Lola.
Good girl, Lola. Good girl, Lola. Trust me, she'll teach you a lot more than I can right now.
With Gemma's leadership, Lola gained confidence. She literally became a new dog in front of my very eyes. This right here is how I'm gonna get results.
Life on the streets was never easy for Lola, and the negativity she experienced left her innately distrustful of humans, making Brandon's job even more challenging. But with Gemma's help, Lola's training is finally taking off.
Day after day, Gemma led Lola on the daisy chain. If Lola was reluctant of a situation, Gemma would show her the way.
Brandon incorporates a very important element, Jean and Chris's blanket.
Dogs explore the world through their sense of smell. This particular blanket I'll be using with Lola has the smells of her new home on it. I need Lola to associate the smells on this blanket with nothing but positive experiences. So she and Gemma play on the blanket. We bond on the blanket. She eats on the blanket. By using this positive scent association technique, Lola is learning to love her new home before she even steps foot through the front door. As the days went on, I noticed Lola started to overtake Gemma in the daisy chain. It wasn't that Gemma was following Lola, it was Lola who was actually building confidence.
And that confidence spills into other facets of her training.
There you go, right there, perfect, look at that. Perfect, good girl. Nice and easy, there you go. And we heel, just like that. Easy, easy. And we stay, good.
And as the results keep coming, Brandon layers in new challenges.
Chris walks with a cane. So I want to test Lola's reaction with a cane.
Look at, not scary. See that? Come on. You'll see it time and again. Every once in a while, this does this. You don't care, do you?
But her biggest challenge lies beyond the walls of the ranch.
Come on, there you go.
Jean and Chris want to be able to take their dog out in public, but Lola, she's a very fearful dog, especially in new environments.
That means testing her poise in public situations.
Up until now, everything Lola has done, it's been right by Gemma's side. But eventually, Lola has to stand on her own four paws and do things herself. That moment is now. What I saw when I was walking Lola was very surprising. She was leading me. She was walking with her head held high in an unknown area around unknown people. She even walked up to somebody and allowed them to greet her. Before these situations, she was scared to death, but now she's proven to me that she's crawling out of her shell. But this all means nothing if she can't do this with her new family.
As a stray, Lola spent much of her life in retreat mode. But after honing her social skills and her confidence at Lucky Dog Ranch, she's finally ready to trade in her days of solitaire for a full house with Chris and Jean.
They invited me to a barbecue they were having today at their house, but little do they know, I'm showing up with a guest.
Brandon, look, you guys. Oh,
Hi,
my
Brandon.
Gosh.
Who's
what have
this?
you-
Hi. Lo and behold, Lola showed up.
Welcome. Oh, we've been waiting for you. The very first moment I saw her, I just knew she's perfect.
Good girl.
Are beautiful.
So what do you two think?
Yeah, she's a sweetie pie.
Yeah. So as you guys know, she came a long way with me, but I gotta be convinced that she's gonna come a long way here. So I'm just gonna observe her for a while. So let's keep mingling and see how she does.
Okay, great. Thank you. Have fun. Join the picnic.
And it isn't long before Lola faces her first test. A pack of inquisitive guests eager to meet the new girl.
Lola actually stood her ground. She didn't retreat backwards as she did in the past. She allowed them into her space. It was a huge hurdle for Lola.
And they all checked her out, and she checked them out, and all is good in the puppy world.
I sat back for a couple hours, keeping a close eye on Lola, watching her body posture, her movements, making sure that everything she sees, she's okay with.
And not only is Lola okay with the situation, she seems to relish the extra attention.
The moment that really sealed the deal for me was the part where Lucky and Lola, they met face to face.
Look at the new puppy.
Lola was very calm. It's like they had known each other forever.
A combination of confidence building, positive scent association, and most importantly, love, has done the trick.
At that point, I decided I'd seen enough.
Let's take this off. Come here.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
take this off. Come here.
Oh boy, look at this.
Come here.
Oh, wow.
This is official.
Green for go.
Yeah, that girl.
Beautiful. Lola getting her green collar today was just awesome. It's a sign of things to come. She's going to blossom into a wonderful, wonderful family member. I can just feel it.
She's all yours.
Yay!
All right. Thank you, Brandon.
Take care of her, guys.
Thank you so much.
So long, Lola.
Thanks, Brandon.
Thank you.
Good girl.
Lola was a classic example of a lifetime of neglect, and neglect can be one of the most detrimental forms of abuse to an animal. But Lola just needed to see that the world was not her enemy. And now, with her family by her side, she could walk around with her head held high, confident, safe, and most importantly, loved.
From hopeless to a home. That's my mission. One dog at a time.